good afternoon. This is David Sutter talking to you, and today is my weekly trade predictions for the upcoming trading week of, yes, you guessed it, May 2nd through May 6th, 2022. Okay, and what I'm going to do here, just like always, I am going to look at all the major Forex currency pairs on a 30-minute time frame using my new magnificent trend indicator. Okay, and then I will compare that 30-minute time frame to the 1 hour and 4 hour time frame, just to give you a bigger picture of the market. And then based on my experience, okay, and you know, I'm not a wizard, so don't take me for a grain of salt, but I am going to do my very, very best to try and give you my analysis of what I think is going to happen this coming week. Okay, so to start with, I am frustrated, and yes, I have a cold. I'm congested, but it's okay, life goes on. What I think is going to happen this coming week, and why I'm frustrated, is because of this damn US dollar. US dollar has shot up even higher this past week than what I had predicted, but that's okay. Now, last week I told you that the US dollar had gone up even more, and that it would probably go up even more this coming week. Okay, so this past week it did go up. Now, I was predicting around the middle of the week it would shoot back down, which it kind of did, but actually it went up even more. So what does that mean? Well, we're going into the month of May now. Okay, so pretty much the entire month of April the US dollar has gone up. I know at the beginning of the month I said it would continue going up, but I was predicting by the end of the month, by around the last week of the month, it would shoot back down. Okay, and well, actually it kept going up the entire month. So I know, and hopefully you know, that everything in Forex goes in cycles. Okay, so whatever goes up must come down. Okay, and vice versa. It's just a matter of time and a matter of when exactly will it go up or go down. Okay, that is the multi-million-dollar question, right? So anyhow, if the US dollar goes up, then the euro, Great British pound, Australian, New Zealand dollar, all these other major currency pairs are going to do the opposite. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So with that said, okay, that means the euro, British pound, Australian, New Zealand dollar, all those have steadily dropped. Okay, and soon they're going to be going back up again. Okay, I'm not a fortune teller. Okay, so you please do not hold me to say that, oh, David Soto said it's going to go up this week. I wish I could tell you exactly when it's going to go up or going to go down, but I'm not a fortune teller. But here's what we do know. We can look at the past, and typically the past is going to repeat itself. Now, on the chart right here, you see Euro USD, okay? And with Euro USD, I'm on a 30-minute time frame, okay? We see the price did drop this past week because the US dollar went up, right? So right now, it's just kind of moving in a sideways fashion. We did snag this blue arrow, okay? If I zoom out a little bit, we see that we have a bunch of red arrows all pointing down, and yes, it did finally drop. That's okay. Okay, if you're in these sell positions, that's good. Now it's definitely getting ready to buy. Okay, I would wait until the next, if you're on a 30-minute time frame, I would wait till the next blue arrow before you actually buy. Okay, just to be safe. Okay, it might be another day or so, I don't know. Just be patient. If you look at the 1 hour chart, basically we see the same thing, but if we look at the 4 hour chart, we get a bigger, broader picture of the market. Okay, so this is very good right here. And with the 4 hour chart, we see we had a bunch of red arrows all pointing down. So if you were to place sell trades in each one of those, you would have a nice profit. Okay, now if you look, if I zoom out, okay, we see this thing has been dropping for quite some time. Okay, since May of last year. Wow. So question is, will it continue to drop? All right, now, yeah, it probably will. I don't know. If we look here, we had some good buy opportunities also in between. Even though overall it did drop, but we still had some good, buy and sell opportunities both along the way. So what I think is going to happen, based on what happened in this entire past year, based on the history here, the price is going to go up, okay? But it's not going to be a huge gain, okay? Every time the price went up, it was not a huge gain, but the drops were bigger, okay? Overall, okay? Majority of the wins, the big wins, were sell trades going down, okay? So eventually that's going to change around. Will it change now? I don't know. If we go to a weekly chart, and I can't see with this indicator, but what we know is that, in a matter of time, this will definitely change around. Let me see here if I can. No, I was trying to see if I could get that daily time to zoom out. Well, it doesn't really matter. What we know is right now the price is definitely getting ready to go up. If I zoom in on this real quick on the 4-hour chart, look, it's already going up. So for this week, with the fact that it's going up right now, okay, I would focus on buying, okay? We're not so much interested in what's going to happen in the next 6 months. Although that would be nice to know if we had that kind of information, but we can look at the past and see what has repeated itself. We can definitely see it's been dropping for quite some time, but right now, as of this moment, it's starting to go up, okay? And like I've always taught in all my training videos, you want to draw a trend line going down to mark your resistance whenever you have a downtrend, okay? And as you see right here, we have a perfect resistance, okay, a perfect trend line coming down, and is already broke. And whenever you have a resistance that breaks, it forms a support. And if I zoom in a little more, hopefully you can see this clearly. The price broke here, came back down, and then came back up, and then right here, this blue candle right here, the price shot down and hit that support, okay? The price that hit this resistance all the way down and then broke and formed a support. So that means now it's going to be headed up. So my advice to you, you could put the charts on a 1-hour time frame, which is the default, and that would be perfectly fine. And you could buy right now and hold a trade until you get the next red arrow, and you will probably have multiple buy trades along the way using the 1-hour time frame. You can use a 30-minute as well, and you would have more signals to buy and sell. Up to you if you want to use a 30-minute or 1-hour time frame. Doesn't matter. I like the 1 hour because it's a little more accurate, okay? It's better on the 1 hour. So just focus on buying, and even if you place a buy trade right now, you could also put a buy limit pennant order a few hundred points below in case the trade right now drops, okay? And furthermore, on Monday the market is very sluggish, very slow when it opens up from the weekend slumber, okay, if you will. The markets are closed on the weekend, so it takes a while for the market to come back alive. So I would wait until probably the New York session on Monday, at least the London session, before I go placing any trades, okay? The way to give time for the market to stabilize, all right? Now, let's look at GBP USD. Pretty much the same thing. If we zoom out a little bit, we see we had all these sell arrows going down, and it finally formed a strong support, and now it's getting ready to go back up again. So all right, so definitely looking good for a buy, and I think it's going to be going up for quite some time. If I look at the 4-hour chart to give you a bigger picture of what's going on, we definitely see that it's going up, and we did have some good buy and sell opportunities along the way. if I zoom all the way out, we can see again overall the price have been dropping, okay, pretty much for the past year. This goes all the way back to the 18th of May 2021. So for 1 year this price has been dropping. Is it time for it to reverse and form a long uptrend? I don't know, okay, but for right now, probably for this week and the next week, I do feel that this will be going up, okay. Keep your charts on the 1 hour time frame, and every time you get a blue arrow to buy, you can place another trade. Right now the price shot up, and probably on Monday it's going to shoot back down again and then go back up, okay. That's normal. It's called pullback. Happens all the time. You can see here, look at the past. The price shot up here, pulled back, went back up again, okay. The price went down, pulled back, went back down again. So happens all the time. You see the price right here, dropped, pulled back, dropped, pulled back, dropped, pulled back, dropped, until it finally hits a blue arrow. All right, that is just how it works in Forex. So pay attention to that, okay. So if you place a buy trade now, yes, you can, but also I would put a buy limit pin order a few hundred points below to catch that on the way back up if it drops again, which I'm most certain it will. All right, so yeah, be looking to buy it this week. Moving on to Australian dollar versus the US dollar. So again, we see the price dropped and then it hit a strong support, and now this one has done exactly what I just said a minute ago, where the price went up and pulled back, okay. So if this one do it, GBP USD would do it as well, guaranteed, okay. It's just a matter of time. If we look at the 4 hour chart and zoom out a little bit, we get a bigger picture of the market. All right, now Australian dollar is a pretty strong currency compared to the US dollar or compared to other currencies, and both of these run kind of neck and neck. All right, so we've had some really good buy and sell opportunities, except for right here we had a buy and then it dropped, and then if you close the trade here you definitely have a loss, okay. But overall we have a lot of good buy and sell opportunities. Right now it says to buy. I would not place a buy trade right now, no way, okay. What I would do is wait until at least the London session on Monday before placing any trades. And also we see right here, look, there's a support right here, and the price could very well drop even further, and this would repaint and drop more. So what I would do personally is I would put a buy limit pin order right here below. Go ahead and just knock that out, put a buy limit right there. And also you could draw a trend line like this coming down and wait for that to break, okay, before go placing any trades. If you zoom in a little bit, you can get a clearer picture of what I'm talking about. All right, and what we're looking for is for several candles to break above, because usually we'll have a candle break above and then it'll pull back down and then go back up again. So this is on a 4 hour time frame, so you're looking at about, 3 or 4 candles, going to be about 12 hours of time frame before you want to go ahead and place a trade, and that's after this breaks. So we're looking at probably Tuesday or Wednesday before we can go ahead and buy using Australian dollar, okay. So this one we're going to have to sit back and wait, but like I say, if you put a buy limit pin order down here, you're also going to be good, and then you can place additional trade when it breaks if you want, okay. Moving on to US dollar versus the Swiss franc, okay. Like I said, all those other pairs have dropped, so now the US dollar has gone up, and we already see here that the US dollar definitely came this past week and hit this strong level of resistance and is kind of riding sideways. So what does that mean? Okay, in layman's terms, it means the market is screwed up. It screwed the F up. I'm not gonna lie, and it don't know what it's doing right now. So basically we have a lot of indecision in the market right now, and the market is just riding sideways. But the good news is, when you see like this, it's just riding sideways, it means it's getting ready to reverse. Okay, not always, but generally speaking, that is a sign that it wants to reverse. Now we see here the price started to drop, came back up. That is your pullback. Okay, so that's a good sign that this is going to be headed down. Okay, it already formed another resistance right here. We had a resistance here followed by a lower resistance, and the current candle is blue, starting to form blue, so it should be dropping. Okay, I use the word should very loosely because we don't know the future. All right, but the fact that we had a big uptrend like this that lasted from the 31st of March all the way to the 29th of April, so you're looking at almost 1 month that this lasted. Okay, so the entire month of April, this damn thing kept going up, and that's okay. So will the entire month of May be dropping? I hope so. I hope so, for all of us, for all of our sakes. If we look at the weekly chart, we see that the price has been going up. Okay, so it has room to go, and that's the kind of thing that bothers me. We do have higher points of resistance here, and even higher, that this price should go to, and it is very possible. Okay, now will it go up right away? Probably not. What I'm thinking is going to happen, like here the price went up and back down, went up, down, and it was steadily going up. This time it really shot up, but what's going to happen is it's going to come back down and then go back up again. So it's going to take some time for that to happen. Alright, hope that makes sense. If we go back here, see, my indicator only works on the 4-hour and below, but that's okay. So what I see here is that the price is going to be dropping. I do not expect any huge drops. Okay, but probably for the next, at least the next few weeks, we will see this price dropping. Okay, we look in the past. Okay, this, from this red arrow, and I'm just showing you, picking this right here because it's standing, it just kind of stood out to me. But from the 31st of January, okay, 2022, to the 1st of March 2022, so you're looking at almost about from the beginning of February, from the beginning of February to the 1st of March. So you're looking at 1 month for this price right here, for this price range. Okay, so again, we're looking at, you know, multiple months. This one here, from the 1st of March to the 16th of March, so it's at least a 2-week gap right there. And then again, right here, from the 16th of March to the 31st. So again, another 2 weeks. So we had 2 weeks of going up and 2 weeks of going down. Then here we have a whole month of April going up. Now we're moving into the month of May, and what's going to happen? Well, we should get at least 2 weeks of dropping, okay, if not more. So do count on that. I'll be definitely be looking to sell right now. Wait until the New York session on Monday before you go placing any trades, just to see what happened. And if you want, just wait till Tuesday. Don't even trade on Mondays. Okay, that was just save yourself any headaches. So, but yes, this definitely is going to be headed down, and that's what we want to be looking for this coming week, probably next 2 weeks. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen, USD JPY. Okay, now with this one, what's going to happen? We did see the price go up, starting to come back down, blah blah blah. If we go to the 4-hour chart, look at this, holy cow. And this is what I posted last week, and this really pissed me off, is that we have a sell signal followed by another sell signal much higher. So if you sold here and we're waiting for the next blue arrow, you'd have a serious drawdown negative trade running right now. Unfortunately, that kind of thing happens. Okay, and if we zoom out a little bit, we get a bigger picture. If we look in the past, however, we can see that pretty much all these trades were winners. Okay, buy and sell. Unfortunately, this uptrend happened. I cannot explain it. If we go to the weekly chart and even monthly, maybe, yeah, monthly chart, get a bigger picture of the market. We see right here, we got a sell signal right now, but if we look at right here, we have a resistance here. So there is potentially room for this to go higher, and I'm sure it will. What will happen right now, I don't know, but I think that price is going to drop and then go back up even higher. That might take a few months. Okay, now historically speaking, if we have 2 red arrows in a row, the next is going to be a blue. Look here, 2 red arrows in a row and the next is blue. Here we have 2 blue arrows in a row followed by a red. Okay, if we zoom out, maybe we can see some more. 2 blue arrows followed by a red. 2 red arrows followed by a blue. So, and I'm not saying this will happen or won't happen. Is it possible to have 3 red arrows in a row? Yes. Has it happened? No. At least not on this pair. Other currency pairs, I have seen it happen on the 4-hour time frame. Yes, but historically speaking, it has not happened. So what I can say is that we got 2 red arrows. Okay, that sucks. Okay, but it's definitely getting ready to drop. If you lost money on this trade, you can make money on the way back down. Okay, do not fret. Okay, just always remember to keep a small lot size and a big account, and you'll be perfectly fine. Okay, moving on to US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. Okay, this is the last in our lineup. This one is very unique, very different, and we see the price almost was in a flat range of market. Okay, the price ended higher than where it began this past week, but the price did go up and it's starting to go back down again. And like I said earlier, the price goes down and then pulls back. Okay, you see that, right? This is your pullback, and next step is to go down again. If I look at the 4-hour chart and zoom out a little bit, show you something. Okay, this will give you a bigger picture of what's been going on in the market, and we see that we definitely have some good buy and sell opportunities. Right, looks beautiful. So right here, the price dropped and then pulled back. So now it's going to drop again. So right now is an excellent time to sell the US dollar versus Canadian dollar, USD CAD. And I'm willing to bet that you could hold this probably for the next 2 weeks. Okay, and get some decent profit out of it. If we look here for this blue arrow to this red arrow, April 21st to April 28th. That's only 1 week. Alright, so, but we have multiple blue arrows. Okay, and look here, from this blue arrow to that red arrow, you're looking at the 5th of April all the way to the 28th of April. So you're looking at almost 1 month. So I would give it the next 2 weeks for this price to drop. Okay, maybe longer. So this week and probably next week, we're definitely going to see this one drop. Okay, and we're probably going to see more signals to buy or sell. At least sell, right, because it's going down. And if you keep your charts on a 1-hour time frame like I recommend, you will get multiple signals to sell. Here we have multiple signals to sell, and here we have multiple to buy. You can see this in the past, right? So we're definitely going to get multiple signals to sell. Okay, and if you want, you can place a sell trade right now, or you can wait for the next red arrow and place a sell trade. Okay, and then close all your trades when you get the next blue arrow. Okay, and you cash out. that is a perfect opportunity, okay, perfect strategy to make money in Forex. No, it's not easy to make money in Forex, and it takes time, practice, and a lot of patience. Okay, so if you have any questions about these predictions, or if you have another currency pair that you want me to examine, please hit me up on Facebook. I'll put a link below in the description of this video for my personal Facebook. Please contact me there first. Okay. Also, I'll put a link in the description for my private Facebook group, where you can request to join my Facebook group and post any questions or comments in my Facebook group. That way, myself or other traders, we can assist you and we can all collaborate as a team. Okay, that's my whole idea about having this Facebook group. So I'm here for you, and please let me know I can help you. Also, there's a link, I forgot, there's a link from my new magnificent trend indicator, and there's a video, you can watch that and learn a little bit more about my trend indicator. So without further ado, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope I get over this head cold I got, but I'll be just fine. So anyhow, thank you, and have a wonderful day.